Negative thinking's got you in a chokehold. Those nagging doubts, endless what-ifs, and replays of every screw-up that keep you up at night. Sound familiar? Well, what if I told you there's a way to break free, take back your mind, and build a life that's clear, strong, and yours? Today, we're diving into the raw, timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, Stoic badass and Roman emperor, who said, "You've got power over your mind, not the chaos outside." This isn't fluffy feel-good stuff, it's a battle plan. 10 hard-hitting lessons to kill negativity dead, control your perceptions, rip out its roots, rewire your thoughts, and live with grit. Stick with me to the end, because by the last second, you'll have the tools to stop just surviving and start thriving. Hit play, your mind's freedom starts now. Negative thinking creeps into everyone's life at some point. Those nagging doubts, endless worries, or replays of past slip-ups that hijack your mind. It's like a mental squatter, draining your energy and twisting how you see yourself and the world. But here's the kicker, it doesn't have to run the show. You've got the power to flip the script, and it starts with one simple truth. Events don't mess with you, your take on them does. This gem comes straight from Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who doubled as a Stoic rock star. He said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you'll find strength." Let's unpack that and turn it into something you can use today. Think about it. Life throws curveballs. Your boss snaps at you, your car breaks down, or a friend flakes out. The sting doesn't come from what happens. It's from the story you slap on it. Take a coworker's critique. If your brain jumps to, "I suck at my job," you're the one lighting the fuse, not them. That's your interpretation doing the damage, not the words they said. Now, imagine flipping it. This is a chance to get better. Same event, different lens. Suddenly, you're not a punching bag. You're in the driver's seat. That's the Stoic playbook. Control what you can, and what you can always control is how you see things. So how do you pull this off? First, catch yourself in the act. Next time something ticks you off, hit pause. Ask, what's the story I'm telling myself here? Say you're stuck in traffic. Fuming about being late feels natural. But is it the jam or your "this ruins everything" vibe that's got you wound up? Awareness is step 1. Step 2, challenge it. Is your knee-jerk reaction the gospel truth, or just a bad habit? 9 times out of 10, it's the latter. Then, reframe it. Instead of, "I'm screwed," try, "I'll roll with it. Maybe I'll catch a podcast." It's not about pretending everything's peachy. It's about picking a view that doesn't tank your mood. This isn't some fluffy self-help trick. It's practical. Your perceptions shape your reality. Let them run wild, and a flat tire becomes proof the universe hates you. Rein them in, and it's just a hiccup. Marcus nailed it. If you're distressed by anything external, the pain's not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you can change anytime. That's freedom. You don't need to wrestle the world into submission. Just tweak the lens you're looking through. Start small. Next time life jabs you, don't swing back, shift your angle. Spill coffee? It's just a shirt, not my day. Over time, this rewires your brain. Events stay neutral. Your interpretation stops stinging. That's the power of controlling perceptions. Less stress, more grit, all from a choice you make in your head. Negative thinking isn't just a random cloud that rolls in. It's got roots, deep ones, tangled in your past experiences and fears. Those doubts that whisper you'll flop or you're not enough, they're not born out of thin air. They're echoes of old wounds. Maybe a time you got burned, rejected, or fell flat, and fears that keep replaying the tape to protect you. Problem is, this so-called shield doesn't save you, it traps you. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic heavyweight, put it like this: the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Let those roots fester, and your whole outlook turns gray. But here's the deal, you can dig them up and break free. Think about it. You're about to pitch an idea at work, and your brain goes, "They'll hate it, you'll look dumb." That's not a wild guess. It's a ghost from some past flop, like when your 5th grade presentation bombed, or a fear of screwing up again. These roots aren't facts. They're stories you've let stick around too long. Left unchecked, they grow into habits, self-doubt, second-guessing, that hogtie your potential. The good news? You don't have to live with them. Unraveling negativity starts with spotting where it comes from. First step, awareness. Next time that inner critic pipes up, hit the brakes. Ask, where's this coming from? Trace it back. Maybe it's that time your ex said you'd never amount to much, or a fear of failing like your dad did. Pinpointing the root strips its power. Suddenly, it's not truth, just baggage. Step 2. Challenge it. Is this old story still legit? If you tanked a test in high school, does that mean you're doomed now? Probably not. Dig up the evidence. Times you nailed it despite the odds, and that root starts to wither. Then, replace it. Swap, "I'll mess this up," with "I've got this, and if I stumble, I'll learn." It's not fake positivity. It's rewriting the script with something that fits who you are now, not who you were. Marcus had it right. Your thoughts shape your reality. If they're stuck in yesterday's failures or tomorrow's what-ifs, you're sunk. But pull those roots out, and you've got room for clarity. Take a practical spin. Say you're dodging a new project because you bombed one before. Recognize that fear's driving, not facts. Remind yourself of a win, even a small one, and step up. Action kills the root faster than rumination. This isn't instant. Those roots run deep. But every time you spot one, question it, and swap it out. You're lighter, less haunted by old ghosts, less paralyzed by fear. Unravel negativity's roots, and you're not just surviving, you're growing. Past experiences and fears don't own you unless you let them. Yank them out, one by one, and watch your mind shift from a cage to a launch pad. Your mind's a battleground, and negative thoughts are the squatters. Those "I'm not good enough" or "I'll never make it" jabs that settle in and wear you down. They're not just noise, they're chains, locking you into doubt and draining your drive. But you don't have to let them stay. You can renew your mind, kick out the junk, and swap it for thoughts that lift you up. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic champ, nailed it. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Trash in, trash out, swap it for gold, and you're golden. Here's how to do it. It starts with knowing you're not stuck with every thought that pops up. Just because your brain spits out, "I'm a failure," doesn't mean it's gospel. Those harmful loops, "I can't," "I won't," "I'm done," aren't you. They're habits you can break. Imagine you botch a work task, and your head goes, "I always screw up." That's not a fact, it's a rut. Left alone, it digs deeper, turning one slip into a life sentence. Renewing your mind means grabbing that thought, tossing it, and planting something better. Step 1, spot it. Tune in to your inner chatter. When you flub something, spill coffee, miss a deadline, do you pile on with "I'm useless"? Catch that moment. Awareness is your power switch. Step 2, question it. Is "I'm useless" true? Where's the proof? Odds are, it's flimsy, fear, not reality. Then, replace it. Swap "I'm a mess" for "I'm learning," and that's progress. It's not about slapping a smiley face on failure. It's about picking thoughts that push you forward, not drag you back. Take a real-world swing. You're gunning for a promotion and tank the interview. Old habit says, "I blew it, I'm out." Pause. Reframe it. "That sucked, but I'll prep harder next time." Same mess up, new angle. Now you're not a loser, you're a fighter. Marcus called it, "Dwell on garbage, and your life stinks. Dwell on growth, and you've got wings." Tools like reframing help. See a rejection as a detour, not a dead end. Gratitude kicks in too. Thankful for a roof over your head? That beats "my day's ruined" anytime. This isn't a one-and-done fix. Your mind's been running those old tracks for years. Renewing it takes reps. But each time you ditch a "can't" for a "can," you're rewiring. Think of it like clearing a foggy windshield. Smears of doubt distort everything. Wipe them off, and the road's wide open. Start small. Next time you're stuck beating yourself up, flip it. "I'm not there yet" becomes "I'm on my way." Over time, empowering thoughts feel natural, not forced. Renew your mind, and you're not just surviving, you're building. Harmful thoughts shrink your world. Empowering ones expand it. You've got the reins. Steer toward strength, and watch negativity lose its grip. Negative thinking doesn't just sprout in your head. It's fed by what's around you. Your environment, the people you hang with, the spaces you live in, even the stuff you scroll through. It all seeps into your mindset. Marcus Aurelius put it plain. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. And guess what? What's around you either pumps those thoughts full of light or drags them into the mud. Surround yourself with positivity, and you're stacking the deck for a stronger, clearer headspace. Let's break it down. Your crew matters. Ever notice how a buddy's constant griping leaves you feeling off? Or how a supportive friend can flip your whole day? Negativity is contagious, same as positivity. Check your circle. Are they lifting you up or pulling you down? You don't have to ditch everyone, but prioritize the ones who cheer you on, not the ones who rain on your parade. Say you've got a pal who's all doom and gloom. Cut back the hangouts. Swap in time with someone who's got your back, who pushes you to grow. That shift's a game changer. Then there's your space. A cluttered desk or a chaotic room isn't just mess, it's mental static. Clear it up, toss in a plant, make it yours, and suddenly your brain's got room to breathe. Digital space counts too. Doom scrolling X or Instagram, soaking in drama or comparison traps. That's a negativity for drip. Curate it. Unfollow the noise. Follow accounts that spark ideas or make you laugh. I swapped out rant-heavy feeds for ones about fitness and stoic quotes. Moods night and day now. What you take in shapes you too. Binge watching trash TV or podcasts about failure. Your mind's eating junk food. Flip to books, shows, or talks that fire you up. Stories of grit, ideas that click. Last week, I ditched a crime show for a TED Talk on resilience. Guess which left me ready to tackle my day? Positivity isn't about ignoring the bad stuff. It's about feeding your head what keeps it sharp, not sluggish. Think of your environment like a garden. Toxic vibes, whiny friends, messy spaces, bleak content. Are weeds choking your growth? Positive ones, solid people, clean corners, inspiring input, are sunlight and water. You can't dodge every storm, but you can pick what you plant. Start small. Declutter your desk. Call that friend who gets you. Skip the news for a good read. Each move tilts the scales. This isn't fluffy advice, it's stoic logic. You control what you let in. Negativity from a sour crowd or a soul-crushing feed doesn't have to stick. Surround yourself with positivity, and your mindset shifts from stuck to sturdy. Next time you're off, look around. Is this place, these people, this screen helping or hurting? Tweak one thing. Say, 10 minutes with a podcast that pumps you up, and feel the difference. Your environment's your fuel, make it premium. Negative thinking loves a lazy mind. When you're just sitting there, stewing over what went wrong or what might tank, it's got free rein to spiral. Doubts, regrets, fears, they pile up, turning into a cycle that feels like quicksand. But there's a way out. Take action. Purposeful steps don't just distract you, they smash those loops wide open. Marcus Aurelius, Stoic MVP, said it best. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one. It's not about overthinking, it's about doing. Move with intent, and negativity's got no room to breathe. Picture this. You're stressing about a work project, frozen because it won't be good enough. The longer you sit, the louder that voice gets. Now, try this. Grab a pen, jot one idea, set a timer for 10 minutes of work. Boom! You're not a spectator anymore. You're in the game. Action shifts your focus from, what if I fail, to what can I do right now? It's not rocket science, it's momentum. Each step proves you're not helpless, and that kills the cycle cold. Stoicism's all about controlling what you can. You can't fix your boss's mood or rewind last week's flub, but you can act on what's in front of you. Worried about a test? Crack the book instead of fretting the grade. Purpose matters too. Tie your moves to what you value. If fitness is your thing, hit the gym not because you should, but because it's who you want to be. I started running to clear my head. Not a marathon, just a mile. That one choice cut through days of I'm too tired nonsense. Action doesn't need to be big. Break it down. Procrastinating on a resume? Write one line. Dreading a call? Dial the number. Small wins stack up, and suddenly that hill you're climbing doesn't look so steep. It's like lighting a match in a dark room. Doesn't fix everything, but it shows you the way. Negativity thrives on inertia. Purposeful steps starve it out. Last week, I was stuck overanalyzing a fight with a buddy. Send a quick sorry text instead. Done. Cycle broken. This isn't about perfection. Messes happen. The point is moving anyway. Marcus knew challenges aren't the enemy. They're chances to flex. Spill coffee on your shirt? Grab a new one and keep rolling. Action builds grit, and every step reminds you. You're not your thoughts. You're what you do. Start tiny. Next time you're spiraling, pick one thing. Send an email, stretch for 5 minutes, whatever, and do it. Feel that shift? That's power. Take action, and negative cycles don't stand a chance. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about making this one count. Purpose drives it, steps fuel it. You're not stuck, you're stepping up. Keep moving, and watch doubt fade in the rear view. Here's a 500-word rewrite based on: use words wisely. Language reinforces resilience or doubt, tailored for an American audience using the full context you provided. Words aren't just noise, they're weapons or tools, depending on how you wield them. The stuff you say to yourself and others doesn't just float away. It digs in, shaping your resilience or feeding your doubt. Negative thinking gets a megaphone when your inner chatters all, "I can't," or "I'm toast." Flip that script, and you've got a shot at strength. Marcus Aurelius, Stoic boss, laid it out. The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Your words aren't sidekicks, they're the main event. Use them smart, and you're building a tougher you. Check your self-talk. Spill your coffee, and your brain goes, "I'm such a klutz." That's not a throwaway line. It's a brick in a wall of doubt. Over time, those jabs stack up, convincing you you're a mess. Now try this. It's just coffee, no biggie. Same spill, different words. Suddenly you're not a screw-up. You're just a guy with a wet shirt. Words don't describe your reality, they frame it. Marcus said it's what you dwell on that sticks. Dwell on trash, and you're trash. Pick strength, and you're solid. It's not just internal either. What you say out loud hits hard. Venting "this day sucks" to a buddy doesn't just vent. It cements the funk. Swap it for "it's rough, but I'll push through." And you're not just whining, you're wiring grit. I caught myself griping about work last week. Switched it to "it's a grind, but I'm learning." Felt dumb at first, but it stuck. My mood didn't tank. Words spread too. Grumble around folks, and you drag them down. Lift instead, and you're the guy people lean on. Here's the play. Catch yourself. Next time you're mad, say, "Stuck in traffic." Listen to what's looping. "This always happens to me." That's doubt fuel. Pause, rephrase. "It's a snag, but I'll roll with it." Then there's affirmations. Sounds cheesy, but it works. "I'm capable" beats "I'm doomed" any day. Write it, say it, mean it. Over time, it's not just talk, it's truth. Gratitude's a ninja move too. Jot 3 things you're thankful for daily. Good coffee, solid Wi-Fi, alive, beats obsessing over a flat tire. This isn't about faking happy, it's strategy. Words plant seeds. Negative ones grow weeds. Wise ones grow muscle. Think of them like a soundtrack. Crank the gloom, and you're moping. Cue the fight song, and you're pumped. Last month, I swapped "I'll never finish" for "I'm chipping away." Project's done now. Coincidence? Nope. Words steered the ship. Use words wisely, and you're not just chatting, you're choosing. Doubt's loud, but you've got the volume knob. Next time you're slipping, snag one phrase, "I've got this," and run with it. Language doesn't just echo your head, it builds it. Pick resilience over rubble, and watch your mind toughen up. Here's a 500-word rewrite based on: build emotional resilience. Adapt to challenges with strength. Tailored for an American audience using the full context you provided. Life's a roller coaster. Ups, downs, and loops you didn't sign up for. Negative thinking thrives when the ride gets rough, whispering, "You can't handle this," or "it's too much." But you can fight back by building emotional resilience. Bouncing back from setbacks with guts, not grit-teeth denial. Marcus Aurelius, Stoic legend, dropped the key. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you'll find strength. It's not about dodging the hits. It's about standing tall when they land. Here's how to toughen up. Resilience starts with what you can control. Your car dies, your boss snaps. Those suck, but you can't unhappen them. Wasting energy on "why me" just feeds the spiral. Instead, zero in on your next move. Flat tire? Call for help, not curse the road. It's a pivot, shift from victim to player. I got chewed out at work once. Could have sulked, but I asked, "What's my fix?" Turned a rant into a redo. That's resilience. Not the problem, but your grip on it. Setbacks aren't stop signs, they're gyms. Every curveball's a chance to flex. Didn't land that gig? Stings, sure, but reframe it. What's this teaching me? Maybe it's patience or a nudge to tweak your pitch. Marcus saw it. Pain's not the enemy, your take on it is. Last month, a friend bailed on plans. I could have stewed, chose to hit the gym instead. Felt better, not bitter. Challenges don't break you. They forge you, if you let them. Self-compassion's your anchor. Beat yourself up. I'm a failure, and you're down longer. Talk to yourself like a buddy. Rough day, but you've got this. It's not soft, it's smart. After bombing a presentation, I didn't trash myself. Said, next one's mine. Ease the sting, kept me moving. Add mindfulness. Feel the heat of a moment. Anger, frustration, then breathe. Pause. Pick your play. Spilled coffee once, fumed, then stopped. Wiped it up, laughed it off. That gap's your power. Gratitude's a booster shot. Life's messy, but there's always something. Decent Wi-Fi, a cold beer, a sunrise. I got stuck in traffic, grumbled, then clocked the playlist I'd been meaning to hear. Shifted the vibe. Resilience isn't instant, it's reps. Each time you bend, don't break, you're stronger. Think tree in a storm. Winds howl, roots hold. You're that tree. Last week, a bill hit hard. Panicked, then planned. Paid it, learned from it. Grew. Build emotional resilience. And challenges don't own you. You adapt, you rise. It's not pretending it's fine. It's knowing you're tougher than the fall. Next hit you take, stand up, ask, what's my move? You've got the strength. It's in your head, not the mess. Marcus was right. Events don't rule you. Your mind does. Flex it, and you're not just surviving. You're thriving, cut by cut. Here's a 500-word rewrite based on practice gratitude. Shift focus to what's good. Tailored for an American audience using the full context you provided. Negative thinking's a trap. Zeroes in on what's busted, missing, or messed up, and suddenly your whole day's a dumpster fire. But there's a way to flip it. Practice gratitude. It's not about ignoring the bad. It's about spotlighting the good, no matter how small. Marcus Aurelius, Stoic guru, hit it on the head. Do not indulge in dreams of having what you have not, but reckon up the blessings you do possess. That's the move. Quit chasing what's gone and clock what's here. It's simple, but it rewires your brain. Life's got its dents. Flat tire, late paycheck, burnt toast. Easy to stew in this sucks. Gratitude says, hold up, what's still solid? Stuck in traffic? You've got a car, tunes, maybe a coffee in hand. It's not denial, it's a lens swap. I had a crap day at work. Grumpy, ready to rant. Then thought, hey, I've got a gig, a desk, a shot to fix it tomorrow. Mood didn't flip to sunshine, but it didn't tank either. That's the power. Gratitude cuts negativity's fuel line. Start easy. Name 3 things daily. Doesn't have to be epic. Warm socks, a text from a buddy, the dog not chewing your shoes. Write it down, say it out loud, whatever sticks. I jotted decent lunch, quiet night, paycheck cleared after a rough stretch. Felt dumb at first, but it stuck. Science backs it. Focusing on good stuff trains your mind to spot it more. Over time, everything's trash fades, and something shine steps up. It's not just solo either. Spread it. Tell your barista, thanks for the fast brew, or a coworker, appreciate the assist. Last week, I thanked a friend for listening to my griping, lifted us both. Gratitude's a ripple. Toss it out, and it bounces back. Even in chaos, it works. Lost a deal once. Gut punch. But I clocked the hustle I'd put in, the lessons I'd nabbed. Didn't erase the loss, but it dulled the edge. This isn't fake cheer. Shit happens. Marcus didn't sugarcoat it either. He just knew obsessing over holes blinds you to what's whole. Practice gratitude, and you're not stuck in what's wrong. You're anchored in what's right. Say your phone dies mid-call. Curse it, or nod to the fact you've got a roof and a charger. I picked the second once, stayed calm, not crazed. It's a habit. Flex it, and it grows. Think flashlight in the dark. Gratitude doesn't fix the blackout, but it lights your path. Next time you're spiraling, pause. What's good right now? Maybe it's air in your lungs or a sandwich waiting. I've leaned on still got my health during low spots. Keeps me steady. Practice it daily, and negativity's grip slips. You're not chasing perfect, you're claiming peace. Shift focus to what's good, and you're not just coping. You're thriving, one thankful nod at a time. Here's a 500-word rewrite based on embrace impermanence. Change is inevitable, freeing. Tailored for an American audience using the full context you provided. Negative thinking loves to cling. Past regrets, future freakouts, the itch to freeze life in place. But here's the truth. Nothing sticks around forever. Change is the only constant, and fighting it just fuels the gloom. Embracing impermanence. Knowing it all shifts, cuts that rope. Marcus Aurelius, Stoic master, saw it clear. All things pass away. What we do, how we react, that's ours. It's not about giving up, it's about rolling with the tide. Accept change, and you're not trapped, you're free. Think about it. You lose a job, a friend drifts, your favorite diner closes. Gut reactions to grip tighter, wishing it'd stay. That resistance? It's the real pain, not the shift itself. Impermanence says, this won't last, good or bad. Joy fades, sure, but so does the sting. I got dumped once, felt like the end. Then I remembered. Feelings pass. They did. Didn't kill the hurt, but it shrank the panic. Change isn't the enemy. Holding on is. Here's the play. See it for what it is. That fight with your buddy. It's not forever. Relationships morph, heal, or fade. Last week, I snapped at my sister, ugly moment. Told myself, this'll shift, and it did. We're cool now. Even the big stuff, missed shot at a raise, stays temporary. Next chance comes. Marcus knew. Clinging to should have been, or what if locks you in a cage. Let it flow, and you're loose. Savor the now, too. Your kids laugh, a killer sunset, a cold beer, gorgeous, but fleeting. That's the juice. I caught myself stressing a deadline. Paused, clocked the crisp fall air instead. Gone tomorrow, gold today. Impermanence doesn't steal, it sharpens. Flip it on the tough days. This sucks, but it'll pass. Spilled coffee all over my desk once. Messed up my vibe. Breathe, mopped it, moved on. Didn't last, didn't define me. It kills perfectionism too. Mistakes, wins, they're blips, not brands. Bombed a pitch last month, could have spiraled. Nah, it's just a wave. Next one's coming. Freedom's in that. You're not cemented in yesterday or tomorrow. You're here, adaptable. Think river. Water's never the same, but it keeps moving. Fight the current, you drown. Ride it, you glide. I used to dread Monday blues. Now I shrug. New week, new game. Embrace impermanence, and change stops being a thief. It's a gift. Next time you're stuck, old guilt, new worry, say it. This shifts. Lost a client once, felt heavy, then saw it as space for something else. It was, you don't control the flux, but you steer your stance. Marcus nailed it. Life's a stream, not a statue. Lean in, and negativity's weight lifts. It's inevitable, yeah, but that's what sets you free to live, not just endure. Here's a 500-word rewrite based on live with purpose, align actions with values, tailored for an American audience using the full context you provided. Negative thinking thrives when you're drifting, aimless, stuck, letting doubts call the shots. Without a rudder, every bump feels like a crash. Living with purpose flips that, ties your moves to what matters, keeps you steady. Marcus Aurelius, Stoic heavyweight, put it sharp. People who labor with no purpose to direct every thought are wasting their time, even when hard at work. Busy's not enough, purpose is. Align your actions with your values, and you're not just moving, you're building something real. Purpose isn't some lofty dream, it's your compass. Ask, what fires me up? What do I stand for? Maybe it's family, growth, honesty, whatever clicks. For me, it's being there for my crew. Last week, I skipped scrolling X to call my mom. Small, but it fit. That's the trick. Know your why, then do it. Negativity fades when you've got a point. No grand plan needed. Start with what's true to you. Love learning? Read 10 pages a day. Value grit. Hit the gym. It's your North Star. Challenges don't vanish. Purpose just reframes them. Say you're grinding on a project, and it flops. Without a why, it's I'm done. With one, like creating something solid, it's next try sharper. I chased a side gig to fund a trip, crashed hard. But my value was freedom, so I pivoted, not quit. Purpose turns roadblocks into detours. Marcus got it. Labor's hollow unless it's aimed. Tie your hustle to your core, and setbacks sting less. It filters the noise too. Clear on values, you ditch what doesn't fit. If connection's your thing, skip the bar for a real talk. I cut late night TV, waste my growth vibe, for a book instead. Feels right, not forced. Purpose isn't rigid either, it shifts as you do. Used to chase cash, now it's impact. Keeps you honest. Action's the glue, don't just think it, live it. Want kindness? Help a stranger. I shoveled a neighbor's walk, snow sucked, but I stood taller. Think lighthouse, storms hit, but the beam cuts through. Purpose does that. Job sucked yesterday, could have moped. My why's resilience, so I tackled it, not whined. Negativity's loud when you're adrift. Purpose quiets it. Start small. Pick one value. Say, courage, then act. Say hi to a stranger. Own a mistake. I owned a screw up at work. Tough, but it fit. Each step's a brick in a life that's yours, not random. Live with purpose, and you're not coasting, you're driving. Align actions with values, and doubt's got no grip. Marcus knew. It's not what happens, it's what you make of it. Next time you're lost, ask, what's my why? How do I step up? For me, it's showing up, skipped a nap to fix a friend's tire. Tired, sure, but alive. Purpose isn't a finish line, it's the ride. Steer by your values, and you're not just here, you're whole. There you have it, 10 stoic punches to knock out negative thinking and claim your mind's power, straight from Marcus Aurelius' playbook. You're not a prisoner to doubt or chaos. You've got the keys: perception, purpose, resilience, gratitude. Start small, act now, and watch your life shift. This isn't the end, it's your launch pad. If this hit home, smash that subscribe button. Join the crew breaking free and building stronger every day. Share this with someone who needs it. Let's spread the fire. Drop your big takeaway in the comments. What's your first move? You've got the strength. Now use it. See you next time. Keep pushing, keep growing, because you're unstoppable.